Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In the last video, we had looked into how to set up a React TypeScript project and how to style the components. Now we are going to look at how to write the types application. Let's get into it. I'm going to begin by making a types folder in our source directory. Inside that, I'm going to have a game type. As this is a word adventure game, our game is going to have different questions and several options which lead to different questions again. So let's define these questions. I'm going to define it as a node, and each node is going to have a title which is going to be a string. We are going to have default next node which is going to be a number. This key is going to define the next node for all options, and we are going to have an options array. Now I'm defining this as an array of option, but we have not defined the option yet. Let's define the option. It is also going to be an interface. Every option is going to have a title of type string and next node ID as a number. Now let's define the game itself. It is also going to be an object called game type. And I want key to be numeric, like the first node should be an object of type node, second node should be an object of type node. So to do this in a simpler way, we can use key of type number, and this defines that the key should always be numeric and the value should be a node, like that. Let's export this game. I'm exporting the option type it as well because we might need it in other files. We are also going to have in-game items, so we have to define the type for them as well. So let's make a new file called items type.tsx. I'm going to define the type called items, which in our case is going to be several strings like gun, flashlight, and you can change this to any game items you want. Let's export this from this file. Like that. Throughout the game, some option requires some item to be present in the inventory to use them. For example, this option needs you to use a flashlight, but you don't have it in the inventory. So we need some way to store this state. So what we are going to do here is we're going to import the item types. Like that, and every option is going to have a required parameter, which is going to be array of all those required items. Now this required parameter can be set to optional, as all options won't have some required item. So to do that, we use a question mark. Some options have this feature that when you can pick up some item and add it to inventory. For example, if I pick up a gun, that gun gets added to the inventory. So to do that, I'm going to have another field in the option section. This is going to be new state. This key maps to the new state you want to set for each item, whether it is present or it is not present. So I'm going to use an inbuilt type called record. What record does is that it makes a new type from the given generics. It spits out an object which will have key of item type and which will map to Boolean. This shows that each item type can either be set to true or false. For example, our gun's state would be set to false initially. But when I click on this specific option, I want to set the new state to whatever value I pass in. So this type helps us define that. There will not be a new state set for all options. So this can be set to optional. So these are all the types we need to define for our project. In the next video, we will code all the game logic required. I will show you how to enforce these types which we have written, how to take full advantage of TypeScript with React. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for the next parts. And I have a React Redux tutorial series where I teach how to use React Redux along with TypeScript. If you want to check that out, I will link it in the description and in the I button above. I'm going to link the first part of this series in the I button and the description below. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.